Hello, gorgeous Aries. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for coming here and spending some time with me. So let's dive into your weekly reading. Let's get started. All right, let's start off with your first few cards. My lovely angels, we're going to start out with this new deck. This is Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. I got it off of Etsy, and I'm only saying this because I know some of you really do like to know where I get my cards from. So if you're interested, that's where I got it from. All right, let's see. Let's get two cards, please, out for Aries this week. You have transformation coming up already. So this week is going to be quite transformative. You are transforming. I just like this little butterfly. And we have another butterfly here actually as well. So I wonder if these monarch butterflies are important for you in terms of symbolism. So you have transformation and embrace change. So both of these are so similar in the way that your life is transforming and spirit is wanting you to embrace it. Okay, so let's see how this comes out for you guys. So this says transformation is the soul's evolution. So there's a lot of inner work that you guys are doing. Now, when we have butterflies, I always have to go over the whole, chrysalis perspective, where you are turning from a caterpillar, one very unique being, into something completely different, right? You're gaining your wings, you're transforming into something else. And maybe even I always say like caterpillars can only crawl places. So you're almost gaining your wings to fly. So maybe there is more expansion coming into your life, more abilities coming into your life, more freedom. I wonder if that's what it is as well. Like you're just kind of evolving. Okay. Now, because this says your soul's evolution, these are inner things that you are doing this week. Okay. So let's see what else. You have embrace change, and welcome new possibilities as well. Okay. So it's time to open up. Let's see what else coming up for you guys. Let's get you some of these. All right, let's see for Aries this week. Let's get two of these cards for important messages for this week for Aries. Happy. This looks nice. And you have a leg up. This has been coming up a lot over the last few weeks for a few signs. Whenever this card comes in, it is about relying on something other than yourself to show you the way or to give you a bit of a rest. There's a few different examples of how it might resonate. Sometimes in terms of relationships, it could be about allowing yourself to be a bit more open to depending on others at times. You don't have to do everything yourself. All right, it's time to give your legs a little bit of a rest here. And also, maybe we don't know where to go. Maybe you're having to depend on some friends here. Maybe you're having to get help from people around you. That could be a message coming up for you guys here. But also this card can be about relying on the universe. If you don't know where to go, it's okay. Allow yourself to trust in something outside of yourself to show you the way, okay? Just like that little baby bear here is getting a leg up here to its mama bear, I guess. And if you think about a leg up, you're almost getting a boost. So some of you are getting a boost here. Now, you also have happy. So this is always a great card to come up during the weeklies because it does say that this week you're going to be feeling super happy. In particular, it does feel like you're connecting to the universe a lot more and feeling super happy about what you are creating. That egg here will hatch soon, and I feel like that's why she's super happy, because she just knows something of what she wants is going to be brought into her world soon. So this is also a really good card that comes in with manifesting. All right, so that's how I see it. But let's get you some more because I'm obsessed with more oracle cards because I really feel like they help to paint a picture for the week. So let's see what's going on for Aries, please, Spirit. Two of these. All righty, please. All right, storm warning. That's an interesting one. So if there's going to be a shakeup, or again, you've already been through some kind of storm for Aries. Storm warning and daughter spirit. Now, for some of you, I will say a lot of these cards, again, really do feel like it's about trusting spirit a bit more. This storm warning feels very much the transformation and change that's happening in your life. Now, it is a number 10, and 10s represent completion, right? Coming to the end of a chapter here. So I wonder if that's what the storm warning is. Maybe you guys have been through some kind of ending, or again, abrupt change in your life. Or it could be a change of yourself, right? That could be what the storm is. A change could be internal. But a lot of these cards are really about trusting in the universe and spirit a little bit more. and feeling excited about what's to come. Like, I have to mention that this change doesn't feel so bad. It could be just whatever this egg is going to bring into your life. Maybe it's just a new way of being, a completely new life. So the storm warning is almost a rumbling. I always describe it as that when something is coming, it feels like a rumbling. You sense it before it happens. And that could be what it is here, or it could be something that you're manifesting, but it is going to bring a bit of a shake up to your world, but it doesn't have to be bad, right? Daughter spirit. So for a lot of you, it could mean that there is an opportunity coming up this week to connect a bit more to the spirit world, whether it means that you guys are opening up your intuition, maybe you are having some dreams of some people in spirit this week, but most importantly, you're opening the door to spirit, opening the door for spirit to enter your life. So that could be what's coming up too. Now, I do have a lovely deck here that's going to give you some extra random messages for you. So let's get those out before we dive into the tarot cards. All right, whatever Aries needs, please, Spirit, bring it out. All right, one more. Thank you. Look at this arrow. This says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Okay, so if you needed the confirmation, it's here. I like that. You also have ink pot. This says problems be resolved. So there are some things in your life that may feel like they've been spilt here, some things that might need cleaning up here, something that does need a resolution. But I feel like they're saying you're on the right track here. You have gavel. All right, this says involvement with the law. Could be dealing with that. Short journey coming up for you guys. That could be a little bit of travel, or you could be going somewhere. You have end. This says work, achievement, and success. So your career life. And then you have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. All right, my angels. So a lot of things coming up for you guys here. And I love that because that one came out first on top of happiness, triumph over troubles and obstacles. So I really feel like whatever needs to be resolved. Again, could be a bit of a storm warning, could be a bit of an intense change or situation to deal with. However, I feel like everything's going to be fine, and Spirit really is again asking you to trust that everything's going to be okay. Now, interesting, you have involvement with the law and work, achievement, and success. I wonder if you guys will be signing a new contract this week. But let's dive into a tarot card, shall we? Let's see what's going on there for you guys. All right, let's see what's going on for you. If I can get these straight, because it bugs me otherwise, right? All right, for Aries, please, Spirit, let's get one card out to represent the overall energy for this week for them. 8 of Wands. I freaking love that because it is a card that represents moving in the right direction. Okay, it is about things picking up pace, so expect things to be speeding up for you guys. Maybe a lot of opportunities coming away. It is a number 8, and I always, my little numerology, for me, 8s are also about change, just like the number 5s, but 5s are more about necessary, like something really needs to change. The 8s are more about karma. If you think about it, the figure of 8 is a little bit like what goes around comes around. It's almost like the change that you are, maybe by your own free will, pushing forward, it naturally has a consequence, right? So it's almost like karma a little bit as well. So whatever changes you guys have been making and transformation that you guys have been going through, this is a really nice indicator that this week things are moving very, not perfectly, but it feels like it in terms of the plan and with Spirit. Does that make sense? Like if Spirit was to look at everything and go, yeah, that's good, that looks good, going in the right direction. Maybe you don't feel like that, but that's what it feels like here. So positive changes happening here, things speeding up for you, a lot of opportunities coming away, maybe even some communication that could be important as well, could be happening this week. That feels good. Again, good communication, good news. All right, let's clarify, because I promised that I would to myself. Let's see. Why is the 8 of Wands the overall energy for this week for Aries? 8 of Wands, overall energy. The Knight of Cups, which is very similar to the leg up card. I wonder if you guys do something that is outside your comfort zone, something that is a little bit of like being open and vulnerable. There's a few ways I will speak of this message, because the Knight of Cups is about wearing a heart on your sleeve. So if it's to do with you, you could actually be reaching out for some kind of help. Maybe it is for an interview. I don't know. Like it feels like you might be taking that step and doing something again out of your comfort zone, something that might be a little bit anxiety inducing or a little bit like nerve-wracking for you. It feels like something that you're doing with a very pure heart is going to help move things forward in a positive direction. So whether you're expressing to somebody how you've been feeling lately, and then that brings in some kind of change, or whether you again are taking a step outside your comfort zone, this can be what's happening here. Interestingly enough, if it's somebody else around you, because I always say tarot can resonate either internal for some, same message will be external for others. Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups could be an emotional message or an invite, a hard invite coming from somebody. So let's see how that resonates with you during the rest of your reading. So let's get a card out for how will Aries, what's the energy of Aries this week? The Two of Wands. So you're thinking about the future, you're prepping, you're planning. I always say with this card, it does come through when you've outgrown a situation, like you've kind of done what you need to do here, and it's now about thinking about your future and where you want to go next. Okay, I love this card. It's one of my favorites because it's very positive. It's just all about looking into your future and visualizing. So you guys are feeling a bit ambitious. Maybe that's why Happy is here, because again, like you feel like you are going to get something that you want here in terms of expanding your life or in terms of your future. So again, it's a nice card. Let's clarify it for you guys. All right, let's see. Two of Wands and the energy of Aries this week. Why is this here? I mean, it could be very much this transformation that you guys are going through. Strength. I love that. All right. So the card of strength coming through. So Leo energy coming through in your energy. You're coming through very confidently and very strong. Maybe you guys have finally been able to ground some dreams. You know, maybe they felt a bit out of reach, whereas nowadays, or at least within this week, you're feeling a lot more confident. You're feeling more strong. You're feeling balanced, maybe. As well. It's a nice card. Two of Wands, strength card. I feel like there is something changing within yourself to do with that strength card. Maybe you're just inviting the lion within, that beast within, to come out. It does feel like maybe not so much now, but I feel like you're prepping for it. You're prepping for a new you to come through. You're prepping for more strength, or to do things that require more strength, which vulnerability is all about strength too. So it makes sense with what's been coming out lately as well. And embrace change and welcome new possibilities. And I feel like that makes sense with this embrace change card, because it does feel like you're thinking about the future, and maybe you are actually thinking about things that you would never have considered before. You know, that's interesting. All right, let's see. If you think about Leo energy, it's about being in the spotlight as well. So I wonder if that's something that you're wanting to expand on or do, even if it's in terms of getting more romantic attention, or in terms of your career, or just anything. You know, let's see what else comes out for you guys. We're going to get a card here for potential challenges or obstacles that might come up within this week for you. The Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands comes in whenever there is this need to let go of something, or to let go of some kind of responsibility, because it can be very exhausting. This can indicate that this week is super busy for you. There's a lot on your plate, and that you're going to be feeling a bit burnt out, and there is a risk of that. So again, don't work too hard when this card comes through, and also don't carry everything on your own. And I feel like that makes sense with the leg up card. You might be being asked here to delegate, okay? And again, don't work too hard to the extent that you get too tired and again burn out. Or yeah, and also in a way, this is also about releasing baggage too. So if that resonates with you, it's a really good time to let go of any emotional baggage that could be blocking your energy, okay? When we're working with wands, it's all about your energy, okay? And your ambition, it's all that fiery side of ourselves. So if you feel like lately you've been, less ambitious, or you don't have that flame anymore, it could be because you're holding on too much to something, or you're working way too hard. It's a good time to delegate. It's a good time to take a rest, take a break, to get some help with whatever it is that you're doing. You don't have to do it all by yourself, remember. I feel like that's what it is. And also maybe similar in a way of trusting in the universe a bit more. Like maybe you're trying to control everything, and that's why you're carrying all these wands on your back. It's a good time to let that go and let the universe step in a little bit, because that's where the magic comes through. Let's see what else. Just clarify that challenge for you. Could just be about letting go of the past and anything that you're holding on to, of course. Why is the Ten of Wands in a challenge position? the Three of Cups. So that coming through on top of the leg up is interesting. Again, if you do have some friends, it's a good time to make sure that you are having fun and celebrating with them, by the way. The Three of Cups and a Ten of Wands does tell me that you are actually coming to the end of a very difficult journey. That's your challenge. So I wonder if it's a challenge because you have to let something go, emotionally, whatever, or whether it is actually to do with the task. But I feel like you're actually completing something that's been a lot of work for you. So the Three of Cups being there tells me that you're going to be celebrating something this week about that. And if you have been holding on to a lot of emotional baggage, Three of Cups again is like, go out, have some fun with some friends or make friends. All right, for like socializing and celebrating the small wins in life and being grateful is what comes through with the Three of Cups here. So I quite like that energy. All right. Now let's have a little look and see what's going on in your external environment. What's going on around you during this week? Please, Spirit, for Aries. Eight of Cups. Interesting. Now, because this is what's going on in your external environment, and of course I'm speaking to quite a few people, so the way that it resonates can be a little bit differently, but Eight of Cups is usually about walking away from things that don't serve you anymore. But because it's in your external environment, I mean, maybe you are leaving things behind. Again, you're really kind of weighing things up on whether they make you happy, whether they make you happy, or whether they are just not, good enough. Or fulfilling enough for you. So whatever it is, you could be walking away from that. But this can also be about others. Maybe some people have left you lately. And again, if that's the case, then allow it to be. Whatever is leaving your life clearly is not supposed to be in it. Allow things to kind of crumble away. It is reminding me of the storm warning, because I always say like things are kind of falling apart, but there will be some things that are left behind. And it's usually kind of like the Tower card of something that's strong enough will withstand the storm, right? If it's built on the right foundations. If it's not, then it will crumble away. So in terms of maybe friendships or relationships or just people in your life, maybe it's to do with actual, situations or dynamics that you've got, work life, whatever it is. In your external surroundings, there will be some things that will crumble away or might leave you behind, or you might be leaving behind, but it's really because it's just not fulfilling enough, or it's not aligned anymore, is what I would say with this card. So let's just clarify that for you. With the Eight of Cups, please, Spirit, why is this in the external surroundings? The Seven of Wands. That is a card that comes through when it feels like you're going up against a lot at the moment. It's in your external surroundings. So, and it's also a card of resistance too. So I would kind of say, like, in a way it's good in terms of defending yourself. As you can see, this is a really good card that says, despite how things look right now, you are going to have victory over what's happening, which is a good sign. And that is great. And that is what the card is saying. So relating it to what we were just saying, if there are things leaving your life or crumbling away, it is for the best at the moment. You're going through a huge transformation and a big storm, but it is going to bring in some good things afterwards. So it's clearing the way, for better to come through. So that's what I would say with the Seven of Wands. So, keep pushing. If it's keep going, stay consistent with yourself, and don't give up is the message I would say with that. But just make sure that you know when it's the right time to leave something behind if it's not fulfilling for you, okay? Don't go fighting for somebody else's dreams, or don't go resisting an ending with somebody who, again, things are not, fulfilling maybe for the both of you or whatever. So let's see. Let's see what's going on in your inner world. Let's see what's going on within you, Aries. All right, the inner world of Aries. The Nine of Cups. Well, there we go. Whoops. The top camera does that from time to time. I will fix it in a second. Your energy is the Nine of Cups, which is all about wish fulfillment. So externally, things, you might be really being called to change a lot in your external environment. But in your inner environment, you're really feeling quite fulfilled, happy, successful, proud. It's all about your own personal wish fulfillment, your own personal feelings when the Nine of Cups comes in. So you're going to be feeling very satisfied this week, which is great. So I feel like there is this inner knowing or this inner trust coming from you that makes you feel like, okay, like I'm winning in some way, which is awesome. Now bear with me. I'm going to switch the camera around and fix it so that we can clarify the rest. All right, my angels, let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Cups. Why is this in the inner world of Aries? I wonder what that was. 3 of Wands. It didn't come out though. Why is the 9 of Cups here? Okay, 9 of Swords. That's an interesting one. And the 5 of Wands reversed. That's super interesting. Okay. I'm almost feeling like the 9 of Cups is your personal wish fulfillment, happiness, pride, all that kind of good stuff, like the happy card almost. But the 9 of Swords is almost like a haunting vibe. The 9 of Swords is like nightmares, and it's like kind of insomnia, not being able to sleep, not being able to rest. It's like worries, doubts, fears. The 5 of Wands reversed tells me that you guys might be overthinking or reflecting about maybe past conflicts, and it's like in order to go from the 9 to the 10, we have to kind of let this go. It's almost like a little bit of a step towards improvement here. Or maybe you're worried that things will repeat themselves, or 5 of Wands conflict, arguments, kind of toxic cycles, a little bit immaturity, fights, arguments. Okay, and with the 9 of Swords, because it's reversed, maybe this is no longer in your life, or you're just worried about it. Because the 9 of Swords is like fear. It's a card of fear and anxiety and worries. Okay, so that's interesting how that's kind of clarifying a card about your happiness and your winning in some way. Yes. I wonder how that resonates with you. Right, let's dive into your last card here, which is all about the advice from Spirit for Aries, please. What is the advice for this week? The King of Cups. So this is all about understanding your feelings and emotions enough to rise above them at times, to understand when they're necessary, and okay, this is a good time to reflect and to understand and understand. However, the King of Cups also knows that sometimes feelings and emotions can sometimes get the best of us at times, and get in the way sometimes. So the King of Cups, as your advice would say, it's all about kind of getting emotionally mature and to rise above it, to get stable there. Let's see why the King of Cups is your advice. Ace of Pentacles. Why is this advice? 2 of Wands, 3 of... I really do feel like with this combination and what they're saying here, I do feel like there is a little bit of healing needed to be done over things that may have hurt you when it comes down to people. Because that 5 of Wands being there is like the difference between the 9 of Cups and that 10 of Cups. I was saying it's like to go from the 9 to the 10, this needs to be resolved. And this is about people, and so is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups to me is like community. It's like happiness within a community and people around you, family, whatever. So to go from personal happiness to happiness within a community, I feel like is about releasing the fear about arguments and tension. So I wonder if you are changing the people around you, and you've been through a lot of argumentative people or immature people, and that's what they want you to change here. So when you become emotionally mature, I do feel like there is going to be a lot more desire to want to be part of a community as well, to heal a heartache and to move forward. Now, I do feel like there is an Ace of Pentacles coming through for you. All right, so some of you could actually be getting some sort of financial offer opportunity. The 2 of Wands is looking into your future to expand. So maybe you're actually getting clear on what it is that you actually want and desire when it comes down to your career, your money, or any kind of stability. King of Cups and a leg up. I feel like some of you, again, it's really about... I wonder if it's to do with your happiness, that's something that you're working on lately. Your feelings and emotions, most importantly, especially with the leg up here and community. It does feel like those are your key themes that you're going to be like on a soul level improving on to find stability, maybe in more solid connections. That could be the case too in your future. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Aries. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. If you enjoy these readings, make sure you like and subscribe. But I appreciate you for spending some time with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. All right.